You know what? No. No. It's about time I made something of myself. I'm a fucking loser, a nobody, and this platform helps push me, helps me demonstrate all of my skills. So you know what? I'm going for it. I'm gonna do it. So what if I wind up looking like a pandering asshole? Because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of going nowhere with my life. Don't you think it's about time that I owed that to myself? So, so what if I get shit posted and trolled? What if I crash and burn? At least I can say that I tried. At least I can say I went down swinging and that I tried. I fucking tried! Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jakel. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jakel. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jakel. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jakel. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jakel. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jakel. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jakel. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jakel. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jakel. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Jakel. The world's worst YouTuber. Oh, the world's worst YouTuber. 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. Before I get too ahead of myself, I play the character Jakel on YouTube. I want to say that I play the character Jakel because Jakel isn't exactly me. Something that I've talked about here as well as on TikTok is something that I refer to as social media kayfabe. Now, kayfabe is a term that's usually used in regards to pro wrestling. We know wrestling is fake, we know it's staged and rehearsed, and we also know that the person who is wrestling is performing a character. Jakel is indeed me, but it is only the sliver of my life that I show you on YouTube. This kayfabe is actually a suspension of disbelief. That way we can be entertained and listen to and buy into the story that is being told. So I want to make this distinction clear that myself and Jakel are not exactly the same person. We can see this taking place in social media when there are people who are performing a character that is a social media persona. They have a character that they are performing for the audience, that way they can entertain their audience, and then they can go back home, turn the camera off, and just be themselves. And also, he has become a way for me to sort of put on a facade as I parade around and perform in my videos. Yes, Jakel is me, he has many aspects of me, but Jakel is the filter through which I push my creative influence. As you see, the thing is, Jakel started off as a character that we made in Dungeons & Dragons 5e, who was a half-orc, half-elf Eldritch Knight. And the art that we wind up using for our profile picture over most of our social media is an art that was drawn as a birthday gift of Jakel, that character. You know what? It's almost as if somebody shoehorned multiple characters into this video so that they can pander to more than one fan base. Yeah, now that you say something, it kind of is. You know what? I'm keeping it. Oh, fuck, that hurts! Did it work? Finally! That was a character by the name of Darren T. Smith. And he is older than Jakel. He is older than the Egoverse. He's older than YouTube itself. Because at some point in the not too distant future, it's going to be gone, just like everything else. He is my first original character that I initially made as a comic book character. But as I became invested in that character, he became something else entirely. Alright, if there's a fucking ghost, I'm gonna get it on camera. Now that Darren isn't me. That Darren is something else, and he has a bit of a mind of his own. You see, the thing about Darren is, he is self-aware, and he knows that he's a character. He knows that he's got a role to perform, and he loves performing that role. I don't know who the fuck that Ebon Bathory guy is supposed to be. If I didn't even know any better, he's supposed to be a cheap imitation of me.
Welcome back, initiates and acolytes. My name is Ebon Bathory, Black Magician Extraordinaire and Sorcerer Supreme.
Why does that name sound familiar? That's right. That was the alias name in the Dedicated Student of Internet Comment Etiquette video. So here we are on my phone to search the internet. Let's log out of my channel and into a different account. Perfect. Which is the ultimate antagonist. You see, I realized that Darren was self-aware when I tried bringing him to the channel all the way back in 2018. For evidence of this, he exists in 2 videos that I made all the way back in 2018. The Halloween Hangover. What do you mean there's a ghost in the bathroom? There's no ghosts in this place. And the Holiday Hangover. You know what? This is why nobody hangs out with you. But there were other videos that he was in. Other videos that he himself directed. And I realized that he was trying to take over my channel. So I pulled the plug. And some of those videos don't even exist anymore. But he's been here. And he's been around. Watching the entire thing as it happens. Hello everybody and welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Chaz Flasberry, and today is Halloween, or in the very least, a few days afterwards. And I was able to start making my own Egoverse, which is something that was greatly inspired by Jacksepticeye as well as Markiplier. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Chaz Flasberry. Today is Halloween, or a few days after Halloween, and I am going today as the condescending internet man. But playing characters and performing and doing role-playing is something that I've always been interested in. As the host of the Jakel Egoverse, allow me to attempt to explain. Here, courtesy of social media, is a world of imagination where the mundane, the magical, and pure madness wind up blending. I've got a few videos that kind of go into this far-flung Egoverse that I'm also trying to find a way to bring together into one coalesced whole over the course of 2024. Please take a sip of your warm, delicious, nice, hot cup of Bones Coffee, the Highland Grog flavor. Let us know what you think.
Welcome to the holiday special. Put your hands together for your host.
Me, Chaz Flasberry. I'm your host for today. I'm not sure what the hell that was, but I am the opposite of erect. What's up, chaos? My name is Brandon Licks, and today I want to talk about something that I think is very distinctly affecting our community, and that would be magicitis. Sup, squires and maidens? My dad, Blondie Licks, former guitarist of the Crimson Lips, one of those 80s hair metal bands if you're not familiar with them. It's me, Blondie Licks, formerly of the Crimson Lips. He suffered from the rock and roll version of magicitis, getting caught up in his own delusions of grandeur. That's it! We're starting a war on Christmas!
That has a lot of loaded context that I don't think you're aware of.
In spite of the fact that the Halloween festivities were still in production, the entire back end of the store was filled with holiday festivities, and even though it brought a warmth to my soul, it's too early. It's not even All Hallows Eve.
So let me get this straight. You want to wage a war on Christmas even though you bought Christmas lights?
That's beside the point.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Jakel, the world's worst YouTuber. See, I'm a dedicated student of Eric over at Internet Comment Etiquette. There, he teaches us how to leave proper and respectful comments on the internet.
Welcome back, class, to Internet Witchcraft Etiquette, where I teach you proper and respectful witchcraft etiquette. I'm your host, Jakel. Welcome back, class, to Internet Witchcraft Etiquette, where I teach you proper and respectful witchcraft as well as other magical practices on the internet. I'm your host, Jakel, and today we're going to talk about chaos magic. My name is Detective Aiden Taylor. All you really need is a magnetic tape recorder and any good old camera with a strong flash. I've been learning, studying, and investigating about the paranormal since 2003. However, all things paranormal are of my expertise. Don't ask me what's going to happen at nightfall. I'm not sure. My name is Aiden Taylor. Paranormal investigator. If it's a part that you're looking for, then it's a part that you're gonna find. Hello, darling. Oh, shit. Fret not, detective, you're not in trouble. However, I do have some interesting news. How much time do we have? It is not a matter of how much time we have, detective. Instead, it is a matter of how much time we need. But of course he does. How the hell does he do that? It's the only night of the year where nobody fears the devil. However, regardless, I'm assuming that you're gonna go out and get a little bit blitzed. Maybe stay at home and enjoy your own spooky festivities in your own quietness of your abode. Fuck, this sucks. How about casting a magical circle around your home, around your car, or for that matter, around your own mind? However, if that's a little too jiggy for your magical womb of creation, let's consider this sack full of stones. Detective Aiden Taylor, paranormal investigator. Did you literally just hand me a business card on the back of another business card? That's entirely irrelevant. What is relevant is that somebody's figured out who you actually are. And I know this because I figured it out. Huh. I guess your detective skills aren't limited to the paranormal then. What did you do? Here's the thing, tall, dark, and gruesome. I'm good at my job. It's why you wanted me to begin with. 2 souls, detective. You cost me 2 souls. I'm giving up my TV show, but I am taking my channel and my own production back. And also, at this point, I'm a free agent. But here we are, once again, off to retrieve one of my nightmares. And who the hell are you supposed to be? I've come to collect one of my nightmares. I'm sorry, what?
So the tripwire can still be active.
If you'll excuse me. As pleasant as this chat hasn't been, I've got things to do, so I'm gonna get on out of here. Bye-bye now. Who here is familiar with role-playing? And who the hell just entered my home? Somebody looking to inquire of your assistance, Detective Taylor. Uh-huh. And normally, my clients phone ahead. So again, I'm asking, who are you? Egregores are basically energy phantoms, sentient imagination brought to life, tangible and intangible, spiritual and psychic things brought to life out of enough people believing that the thing exists. I have gone by many names, however, I feel you may already be familiar with one of mine. But the way that it really got revolutionized was with a comic book artist by the name of Grant Morrison. Now, Grant Morrison, being a comic book author as well as a chaos magician, writing many whole story arcs for many of the characters in the DCU. And you mean to tell me that you're the Sandman? And suppose I suspend my disbelief. How could I help Lord Morpheus? Grant Morrison presented this idea that comic books and comic book characters were the modern American pantheon of superheroes and mythological beings. I had come to the mortal world looking for one of my nightmares, and as it turns out, the nightmare that I found was not one of my own. And that's where Grant Morrison comes in. Now again, Grant Morrison is not the first, nor is he the only one, but he is probably the most popular that I myself am currently aware of to popularize the idea of utilizing the things that are in pop culture in order to utilize the magical systems presented in those pop culture forms of media in order to bring about a magical desired result. What can you tell me of the entity known as Darren T. Smith? I'm not sure how much I can tell you, but I'll tell you what I know. I don't know where he came from. We might as well call him Cotton Eye Joe. Oftentimes he actually winds up being a helpful force until the absolute last second when things play into his favor and I've been played like a fool. Then is it safe to assume that the two of you aren't exactly friends? Look, I wish I could tell you more, really. But quite frankly, if he's back in town, that means something's about to go sideways. And anybody who wants to give a damn should take the time to prepare for whatever the hell it is he's up to. But what do they want me to believe? First, we've got a fucking deity that I think is just a pop culture egregore, but no, the motherfucker actually knows things. And then my arch nemesis, if that's what you want to call him, leaves me little fucking love letters as if I don't already know the story of John Constantine. Next thing you know, pop culture deities are actually real and actual deities? No, excuse the fuck out of you. I've stopped the fucking apocalypse on multiple occasions. Where'd my Ouija board go?
Have you ever considered that your problem might be that you're thinking more like a detective when you should be thinking like a magician?
You've been looking for me, and now you have found me. What do you want? I've got a question for you. Do you remember the Vanta War? Half-Orc Supreme? Now let them tremble, for we are many.
Huh. You know what? No. It's about time I made something of myself. It's about time I actually did something and put myself out there. Don't you think it's about time that I showed the world what I'm capable of? I'm a fucking loser, a nobody, and this platform helps push me, helps me demonstrate all of my skills at once. Albeit usually with different videos, but I can get myself out there. So you know what? I'm going for it. I'm gonna do it. So what if I wind up looking like a pandering asshole? You know what some people call that? Ingenuity. Because I'm tired of this. I'm tired of going nowhere with my life. Don't you think it's about time that I owed that to myself? So what if I get shitposted and trolled? What if I crash and burn? At least I can say that I tried. At least I can say I went down swinging and that I tried. I fucking tried!